Hello and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News on this Thursday, October 2nd. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. The Regional Port Authority says Chelan County overstepped its bounds in setting a moratorium on the creation of new tax-increment finance districts. The Wenatchee man arrested last year after firing off an AR-15 in a dispute with his family has pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor. This first weekend in October looks beautiful with sunshine and mild temperatures. Your full local weather forecast is straight ahead. Highway 97 across Blewett Pass remains closed as fire crews continue their efforts on the Labor Mountain fire. Some mild rainfall has aided efforts on that wildfire plus the Lower Sugarloaf fire, but both are a long way from contained. The Lower Sugarloaf fire saw a reduction in evacuation levels for parts of the Eniat Valley from level 2 to level 1 at about 48% contained. Meanwhile, on Labor Mountain, that rate of containment is just 7%, and the fires combined have burned almost 77,000 acres to the north and west of Wenatchee. Incident meteorologists say weather changes tomorrow could bring wind gusts from the northwest up to 25 miles an hour. The Regional Port Authority says Chelan County overstepped its bounds in setting a moratorium on the creation of new tax-increment finance districts. That's the assertion in a new lawsuit just filed in court by the Port District. The Port is the largest economic development agency for Chelan and Douglas counties. Its proposed 3,300-acre TIF district in Malaga would set aside some tax revenues from future growth to pay for infrastructure work that attracts new investment. Chelan County commissioners passed a moratorium on such districts, fearing the loss of future taxes. The Port's lawsuit argues it's operating within its legal authority and the county is unlawfully interfering. The case was filed Wednesday in Douglas County Superior Court. Chelan County has yet to file a response and no hearing date has been scheduled. The Chelan-Douglas Homeless Housing Task Force is looking for a new board members who have experienced homelessness. Task Force officials say they're searching for candidates who have experienced homelessness in the past or are currently living unhoused in Chelan or Douglas counties. Candidates will be asked to share their life experiences and how they would advocate for others experiencing homelessness. Applications are due by 5 p.m. on October 17th, with a selection committee following up to interview potential candidates on October 29th. The positions are for a 2-year term starting on January 1st. For those interested in applying, visit the Chelan County website and send completed applications to Madison Calloway, the county's homeless program supervisor. Leaders of the Confederated Tribes of the Colville Reservation are calling it a historic day as the tribes assume control of their health services once run by the federal government. Tribal officials say the change will allow them to deliver faster, high-quality care and address a 50% vacancy rate in healthcare jobs on the reservation caused by slow federal hiring. The tribes will now oversee clinical services, nursing, emergency management, addiction treatment, and mental health services. Tribal Chairman Jared Michael Erickson said the move is also an expression of sovereignty and a reaffirmation of the government-to-government relationship between the Colville and the United States. When we come back, the Wenatchee man arrested last year after firing off an AR-15 in a dispute with his family has pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor. A Grant County Sheriff's employee involved in a domestic violence incident in Soap Lake has been taken off active duty pending an investigation. And it's time for Chelan County commissioners to host their annual fall meetings, but much of this year's meetings will be focused on the county's opposition to the Chelan-Douglas Regional Port Authority's proposed tax increment area in Malaga. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Merry Maids can clean your entire home, business, or vacation rental from top to bottom, inside and out. Merry Maids will even take care of cleaning your carpets, and they can pressure wash your home. Merry Maids has thousands of happy customers. They've been cleaning homes and businesses in our valley for over 25 years. Check out their glowing reviews at merrymaidesofwenatchee.com and call the cleaning experts, Merry Maids, to get your free estimate. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. So relax, it's done.
Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous Farmers Market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
Is your yard outdated, overgrown, or just not working for your lifestyle? At Bailey's Pro Landscaping, they specialize in transforming ordinary outdoor spaces into beautiful, low-maintenance landscapes built for Central Washington living. From custom designs to full installation, they bring expertise, creativity, and craftsmanship to every job. Your yard has potential. Start your project with Bailey's Pro Landscaping.
The Wenatchee man arrested last year after firing off an AR-15 in a dispute with his family has pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor. 36-year-old Jamie Camarena Zaragoza entered a plea last month in Chelan County District Court to unlawfully discharging a firearm, avoiding prosecution on a felony assault charge. In March of 2024, Camarena armed himself with a rifle while intoxicated and fired it 8 times inside his empty apartment in the 1100 block of Red Apple Road. No one was injured, although the situation led much of the neighborhood to shelter in place. His district court sentence imposed 10 days in jail and 2 years probation, plus an assessment for alcohol dependency. A Grant County Sheriff's employee involved in a domestic violence incident in Soap Lake has been taken off active duty pending an investigation. Sheriff Joe Creet's office announced today the matter will be probed by the Soap Lake Police Department and the insurance consulting firm Clear Risk Solutions. The employee was not named, and it was not clear if the person was a deputy or administrative staff member. The incident took place while the employee was off duty. In a statement, the Sheriff's Office said it does not tolerate domestic violence and remains committed to accountability and public trust. It's time for Chelan County Commissioners to host their annual fall meetings, but much of this year's meetings will be focused on the county's opposition to the Chelan County or the Chelan Douglas Regional Port Authority's proposed tax increment area in Malaga. Commissioners will be splitting up to host 3 meetings October 14th through the 16th. District 1 Commissioner Kevin Overbay meets with constituents on October 14th at the Three Lakes Estates Clubhouse. District 3 Commissioner Brad Hawkins will meet on October 15th at the Chelan County PUD, and District 2 Commissioner Sean Smith will meet with constituents on October 16th at the Lake Wenatchee Rec Club. Coming up next, we will introduce you to a very sweet older cat named Josadonna up for adoption at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. That's coming up in our weekly Pause for Pets feature. Well, as long as the haze and smoke stay away, we have an absolutely beautiful weather forecast through the weekend and into early next week. I'll have your local weather details coming up, as well as Eric Granstrom with all the day's sports as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues after the break.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wenatchee. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. Ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers.
Hi, I'm Amanda Walden with A. Walden Insurance Group. Medicare can be overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I've been helping people understand their Medicare options for over a decade. Medicare isn't a one-size-fits-all. I'll help you understand your coverage options so you can feel confident in your decisions. Let's find the right Medicare plan for you. Call me today or come and see me at my office located on South Chelan Avenue in Wenatchee between the YMCA and the Social Security office. I look forward to meeting you soon.
Tonight's Pause for Pets segment, courtesy of the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, features a 10-year-old domestic short-hair cat who's a gentle soul. She likes quiet spaces and is searching for a calm companion to enjoy her peaceful company. Meet Josadonna.
Hi, I'm Shelby. I am the marketing coordinator here at Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Today, our pet of the week is Josadonna. Josadonna is a 10-year-old tortoiseshell little girl. She is very sweet. She's definitely wants to be somebody's lap blanket. She likes to basically stay in this one spot and she watches the whole world go by. She just sits here and she says hi to us as we walk by. She says hi to all the dogs. Everybody gets to see Josadonna, and she's very sweet. She just needs somewhere very soft to land. Josadonna recently had some dental care done, so her teeth are nice and fresh and clean, and she's feeling a lot better due to that. Josadonna also would do well in a home with other cats, as long as they are on the chiller side, just like she is. She enjoys lounging, sunbathing, and heating up your lap. So if you'd like a cat who is also alternates as a heating blanket, Josadonna is definitely a good way to go. So adopting Josadonna is as easy as doing just the paperwork. Her adoption fee has already been covered, so you just have to come in, fall in love with her, and take her home. She's been waiting quite a while, so she'd really, really love a new place to land and a family to love her as much as she has love to give herself. So Josadonna, since she's 10 years old, she doesn't like to run around too much. She prefers to just kick it back in her favorite heated spot. So if you have a top of a couch that's in need of some furniture, like a cat, or if you have lots of window space, Josadonna would be the best for you. Her ultimate enrichment is just looking out windows and watching whatever goes on around her. So if you'd like to meet Josadonna, you can come meet her here at the shelter. We are open Tuesday through Thursday, 12:30 to 6 p.m. We are closed on Wednesdays, but we're open by appointment. You can just give us a call and we'd be happy to facilitate any meet and greets you'd like to do.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Thursday was a good one. Not a bad day out there weather-wise. A little cool, and yeah, we did see some of that haze and smoke out there. Really, right here in the Wenatchee Valley, the worst air quality of most of North Central Washington. We were in the unhealthy for sensitive group category, while the rest of our viewing area pretty much moderate as far as air quality this afternoon. And you can see some of that degraded air over the Wenatchee Valley from this afternoon afternoon, looking outside our weather window. And as we look ahead into our forecast, boy, I'll tell you what, as we get into this first weekend of October, things look really, really nice. A few clouds, maybe mostly sunny tomorrow. We'll see temperatures around 70 degrees here in the Wenatchee area. And as far as Saturday and Sunday go, just take out the breezy on both days for the Wenatchee area. We are seeing beautiful weather both Saturday and Sunday. Mostly sunny to sunny skies with temperatures basically upper 60s to around 70. And that trend will continue into our Monday, even a little bit warmer with sunny skies and high temperatures in the low 70s. Today, a little bit cool, as I mentioned. 66, our unofficial high temperature. That's 3 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. 69 is our normal high. 83, our record high temperature, and that was set in 1988. We were at 46 this morning, and that's about normal for this time of year. I know it felt kind of cool out there, but that is where we should be for this time of year. 37, our record low, and that was set not too long ago in 2019. Sunrise 7:02, and the sun sets tonight at 6:37. All right, here's a look at your Friday temperatures, and boy, it looks nice. As long as this haze and smoke stays away, it's going to be a beautiful one tomorrow. Moses Lake, Ephrata, Quincy, Wenatchee, all at 70 degrees for highs tomorrow. That includes Entiat as well. Even a tick warmer in Chelan and Omak at 71, 68 in Leavenworth, and 69 your high temperature tomorrow in Kashmir. Boy, it looks like a beautiful Friday. As we take a look at tonight, still that area of low pressure that brought us the clouds today really didn't provide us that much moisture, that's for sure. That is now over into most of western Montana and parts of Idaho. So we'll see mostly clear skies tonight and chilly lows, mid-40s. For Friday, partly cloudy as that system continues to pull away. We'll see some clouds along that line, but boy, nothing heavy as far as cloudiness. High temperatures tomorrow right around 70 degrees. As we get into the upcoming weekend on Saturday, mostly sunny and nice. Just a few high clouds around central Washington on Saturday. High temperatures to kick off our weekend right around 70 degrees. For your Sunday, sunny skies. In fact, look at that. Not hardly a cloud in the sky on Sunday across the entire state of Washington. It will be nice too with high temperatures in the upper 60s, so slightly above normal for Sunday. And then things get warmer as we get you into Monday. Sunny skies once again. Here's the edge of a huge area of high pressure out in the Pacific, and that's going to keep us stable with high temperatures Monday right around 70 degrees. For your Tuesday, sunny once again and even a little bit warmer. We'll see high temperatures on Tuesday in the low 70s, but you can see this trough of low pressure beginning to dig into southern Washington. That won't affect our Tuesday. As I mentioned, beautiful day, but as we get into Wednesday, here's some wind associated with that, and we will see an area of low pressure in northeast Washington. That'll bring some clouds and about a 30% chance of rain showers on Wednesday. Yes, those were snowflakes in parts of the Cascades with high temperatures Wednesday right around 70 degrees. All right, here's a look at your 7-day forecast, and it's brought to you tonight by Colonial Vista Senior Living in Wenatchee, where comfort, care, and community come together. I'll tell you what, it's going to be a nice one as we get into the end of our work week. 70 degrees tomorrow under partly cloudy skies, 69 Saturday, 68 on Sunday. Lots of sun both days, and that trend will continue into the first part of next week. Look at Tuesday, sunny skies all the way up to 73 degrees. We'll stay pretty warm on Wednesday too, but we will see increasing clouds, a 30% chance of rain, and once again, high temperature 73 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 14. Join your host Mike Mitchell and his special guests as they explore some of the most exciting fisheries BC has to offer. BC Outdoors Sport Fishing TV. Check your listings for airtimes.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Handoff to Zielinski around the right side. Got away from one man, got away from two. Squirts between
High school sports is back this fall on the NCWLIFE channel. Watch Eastmont, Wenatchee, and Cashmere games right here. Coverage is brought to you in part by our platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, and Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Watch high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Happy Thursday. The Mariners have had a couple of scrimmages to prepare for the American League Division Series, which begins on Saturday. The Dodgers wrapped up their wild card playoff series with Cincinnati last night, winning at 6-3. The rest of the wild card playoffs are going to game threes today. In fact, Detroit will advance to face Seattle in the ALDS after the Tigers down Cleveland 6-3. Seattle manager Dan Wilson says this week off has been good for guys who were dinged up towards the end of the season.
Much needed days for those guys. As we've talked about, pushing a lot of guys hard towards the end. I think the day off, day and a half off was really good for a lot of guys, and especially the guys that were nursing a little bit of something here or there. So I think, in terms of that, I think, we're in much better shape than we were, towards the end of the season. So it's good that these guys were able to get this break. I think, the bye week, you can say all you want about it, but I do think in terms of some of our guys, getting that rest was big.
Julio Rodriguez says missing the playoffs by a single game the last couple of years is motivation for he and his teammates headed into this season's playoffs.
I feel like it makes you stronger. It makes you want it more because, obviously, I came here in my rookie year. We made the postseason right away, and then missing a few of them. I feel like it made us hungrier as a team and kind of taught us more about ourselves and the things that we needed to do and to continue to get better to be able to be in the spot that we're in right now.
Well, we still don't have a game time yet, but game one will be on Saturday at T-Mobile Park. Seahawks are preparing for a Week 5 Sunday matchup with, across the street, by the way, with the team that began its franchise the same year Seattle did 50 years ago. The two franchises, we're talking about Tampa Bay and Seattle, started back in 1976. Both are 3-1 so far this season. Wide receiver Cooper Kupp says the Bucs defense will be a strong challenge.
I think there's some similar structures, some of the pressures and stuff like that you see. Coach referred back to way back the system that goes on. I need to study and see what he said. Went all the way back to the Rex Ryan tree of defense. It's just they play hard. Guys are flying around. You're seeing a lot of different coverage structures and do a pretty good job of mixing things up, and it's hard to anticipate some stuff. So they present a great challenge, and they're doing it. They're playing really good football too. See them, their rush defense. They got some guys up front. They're able to control things at the line of scrimmage pretty well. So great challenge ahead. But man, I know we're excited about it.
Meanwhile, Baker Mayfield has enjoyed a rebirth with the Buccaneers. Coach Mike McDonald says his competitiveness will be a tall task on Sunday.
He's one of those guys that, by our metrics on the extended play, how he plays extended plays, he's probably the best in the league right now. And so that's something you have to deal with, but he also plays on time. He's extremely accurate. He's got great arm talent. And then when he extends plays, obviously he's a great competitor, and he's got a playmaking, element to his game later on in plays. So it's a tough guy to defend.
Seattle and Tampa Bay are scheduled to kick off Sunday at 1:05 on CBS. That could change, however. Wenatchee remained undefeated in prep girls soccer last night, barely. The Panthers' Berkeley Bulls came up with the game winner in overtime after two teams played to a 2-2 tie in regulation. Wenatchee, by the way, #1 ranked team in the 4A poll by the WIAA's RPI system. On the prep calendar today, Chelan's hosting Brewster while Cascade visits Okanagan. Bridgeport plays Lake Roosevelt. Quincy's hosting Toppenish. Cashmere visits Zilla. Omak hosts Tenasket. Pateros is up the Methow at Liberty Bell. Manson is hosting Oroville. On the volleyball schedule tonight, Garden City Academy is at Cascade Christian. Pateros hosts Etiat. Wenatchee plays at Sunnyside while Eastmont hosts Moses Lake. Toppenish tackles Quincy. Ephrata hosts Sela. Cashmere is on the road at Zilla. Omak hosts Okanagan. Lake Roosevelt cruises to Cascade. Liberty Bell battles Bridgeport. Tenasket hosts Brewster. Moses Lake Christian visits Waterville Mansfield. Well, the prep football weekend actually begins tonight for the CWAC and the SCAC. Ellensburg is on the road at Grandview tonight at 7. Quincy hosts Prosser tomorrow night while Ephrata plays at Davis. In the South Central Athletic Conference, Granger plays at Wahluke tonight. Tomorrow features the battle of 1A powerhouses in Royal, where the undefeated Knights host the undefeated Cashmere Bulldogs. That kicks off at 7 o'clock. Well, forecast looking pretty good for Eastmont to host Wenatchee in the annual Bridge of Sportsmanship tomorrow night at Wildcat Stadium. NCWLIFE will have live coverage beginning with the pregame show at 6:30. Join yours truly and Paul Collard with the call right here on your local TV station. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.
And that will do it for this Thursday edition of the NCWLIFE Evening News. Remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can email us with news tips anytime at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. Our channel is also available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great night.